Me and my wife went to the Barbie movie and didn't really get a kick out of it.
Oh.
It didn't affect us like it should have. Like,
Did you Barbenheimer it?
No, I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
I have the DVD or the 4K or whatever right there.
I think it's on something streaming.
It's Wes. And he goes, I got the 4K. And he gave it to me.
Oh, yeah? So you watched it?
No, I haven't opened it. It's right there.
All right.
I'm arcade. I just don't really I don't care. I don't know why.
About Oppenheimer?
I'm not a big Christopher Nolan fan.
Me neither. His movies are too cold.
All right, we're set up.
I finally I met somebody that just
Now,
fucking Nolan's overrated, man. What the fuck?
there's a few Nolan movies I like.
I'm not
Like,
mad at him.
I was deep Nolan fan, right?
Memento was great.
Yeah, Memento I saw in the theater.
Oh,
Right?
what a lucky chap.
And so that was my introduction to Nolan.
Holy
and
fuck.
then I watched Following, which is his movie that he made before that. See, we had it on anyways. So Following is the movie that he had before
I
that.
didn't see Following.
Right. It was like his like student film type thing. I'll put it like that. I think he made it over like 6 years, and they would make it on the weekends or whatever. It was in black and white.
Oh, God.
The narrative is like all out of order, like Pulp Fiction, but more
Fun.
than that. In fact, the movie that I saw that was the most out of order that I've ever seen that's out of order is 21 Grams, and I fucking loved that movie.
That's good.
I really liked that movie. Anyways, take me back. 21
That's
Grams got us to.
That's fucked up.
Jesus Christ, where was I? I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams.
God damn it. We just smoked. We smoked a fatty.
Big doinks and Amish.
That was a big old doink, but
Damn.
it was a birthday present from Bill, and there must have been a whole eighth in that fucking cigar.
Jesus. So Following. I got there. Whew. So Following was, and I think they made it over 6 years. They made it on the weekends or whatever. I liked that movie, right? And then he made, what was after Memento? Was it Right to Batman? Right to a Batman movie?
I think it was. Begins, right?
I think it might have been. There was no movie in between. If there was, sorry, this is where Nolan loses me.
Nolan's Bruce Wayne, for me, amazing.
Yeah.
I love that Bruce Wayne so much.
The Dark Knight was the first one, Nolan one, right?
No, he did them all.
But what was the first one?
Batman Begins.
Which one is the one with the Joker?
Dark Knight. That was the second one.
Okay, gotcha.
But the first one,
I thought the Joker one was the first one.
the first one has Ra's al Ghul in there, and he's like threatening Bruce Wayne's guests. And so Bruce Wayne is the ultimate dickhead.
Right.
And I've got such a kick out of that. No, quit smiling, you sycophantic. Like the way that I was.
Yeah.
That is Bruce Wayne. Fuck yeah, that was great.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
It was so good. He insults everyone to get them out of his house.
Right.
Because the house is going to get blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he's like, how can I get everybody out of here?
Have we talked about Batman on this
He's like,
show
I
yet?
can't do it as Batman.
Right.
No.
So then Nolan made there's
Spinning the
Inception.
top one, yeah.
That's Inception,
Never
right?
watched it.
What's Interstellar?
Oh,
See, like,
that's
so
great.
I've watched Inception, and I'm like, like, all right, like, cool. Some people see that as like the tops, and I'm just like, that's all right.
I see what you did there.
But
Spinning the top.
Oh, see, I didn't even know what I did. So, Interstellar to me though, like you said, the excitement. Yes, I fucking love Interstellar.
I love the science of Interstellar.
I saw the 70 millimeter print. Dang. Out in Berkeley.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dope.
I watched it on my phone. I'm just kidding.
I love that movie.
Watch Dune
right?
too,
After that, I don't even know what Nolan has done. They all just have like that, like, I talked about it kind of in the Snyderverse, although the Snyderverse I see as it's got a sheen, like a glossy sheen to them. I would say Nolan's movies have like a frosted glass to them. You know, like there's like, it's not a sheen, but there's a definite thing, like there's just a thing that you could feel.
I just got
Fincher has
off.
a feel too, but I love Fincher's feel. Sorry, you got pissed off.
I just got pissed off at him because he's a fucking Brit. and he tried to do an American hero, and he got the enemy wrong. It's Raish Al Ghul. It's Arabic, Raish Al Ghul. And he got the whole world saying Raz Al Ghul. And every time I hear someone say that, I want to smack the taste out of their mouth, man. Shut the fuck up, right? And Nolan specifically ruined the world. He polluted the world with Raz Al Ghul, you dumb bastard. Denny O'Neil specifically fucking expresses how it's pronounced, and there's a whole Batman animated show specifically focusing on the pronunciation, and still that dumb fucker fucked it up. Not only that, he fucked up the third Batman movie. Batman Rises is trash. Fuck him.
Real nerd shit.
Fuck him.
So I was telling Maceo, I
Right,
want a
he
shirt.
made that movie Tenet, where no one can understand. Yeah, the guy's like me. The audio's
That's
fucked
another
up.
one that. Oh, is it? I don't know. That's another one that I saw and was like, okay.
Right.
Or did
Right.
I?
Because he sucks.
I can't remember. What's the story of Tenet? Doesn't matter.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he did fucking Oppenheimer, and I just don't even care.
There's certain filmmakers who have a feel. Like Tarantino has a feel. Wes Anderson definitely has a feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Paul Thomas Anderson has a feel. Fincher has a feel. But then there's like all of these movies that are just like generic feel.
Yeah.
Like your typical rom-coms, they just all look the same.
Those are where they're
Real nerd shit.
Well, the director or the creative crew, they don't have enough weight to do what they want.
So it's the studios. That's the studio's vision, probably.
Right? Or they haven't found the clever way, like Spielberg. It's a sneaky fucker. He did all kinds of
His have a look.
shit.
His have a look.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he just took over a trailer, put his name over it. Like, he wasn't asking permission. He just did that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. You gotta be cool.
All right, bitch, be cool.
Bitch, be cool, man. Just be cool. You know. My stomach's going crazy right now.
Would you like a bar?
I would not, but I appreciate that. A kind bar, like kind bud.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
I enjoy that. But no. And I know the reps from there, right? When I was a manager.
From Kind?
Yeah. I was a manager at Sport Chalet.
Yeah.
Kind, because we sold rock climbing equipment and shit, and real Patagonia and all the high end, the North Face, all
Yeah.
that bullshit. There was like a Kind rep would come in and fill our very elaborate and pretty looking kiosks.
Yeah.
Right by the registers. And so, you know, as a manager, I would get all the
Right.
samples.
Okay.
So I got to try all them shits, like the brownies and like the brownie bars and all that, all that shit. Cool. Yummy. Delicious.
All right.
Yeah.
I
But
love peanut butter.
you're gonna have to close up on that. Slow it down. Oh Lord.
I like peanut butter. I wonder if I could say it so slow that if I speed it up, it sounds normal.
I like the Reese's peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter is my favorite.
Just experimenting here on YouTube. Everyone's like, yeah, you fucking idiot. Of course you could do that.
No, so back to us smoking that gigantic chopper in the front. God damn, we just got high as
Yeah.
hell.
It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
It was. It was like if you were to take your pinky and cut it off and smoke it. It was like that, right?
It was but longer than your pinky.
Yeah, it was the ring finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite a middle finger, a ring finger. Think about it.
What are we talking? We turn these. We were man, shit. We sidetrack ourselves before we even start.
We were talking about filmmakers and how we don't like Nolan.
Yeah, there was that, but there
started
was
getting
something
pissed
way
off.
before that.
No, well, okay. So you were asking me how I
Good
felt.
luck.
Yeah. Well, you were so after the Nolan, we talked about how there are directors that have a fucking
Yeah.
say so, and like movies today. Well, all right. So here, focus.
Yeah.
Statistics have ruined artistic vision. I know we talk about it on and off camera all the time.
Yeah. You were like, I want to talk about statistics.
Well, it's the reason why movie companies won't brave a new concept or idea. It has to have an existing IP. And that's just smothering out any and all creativity. So only the little tiny independent crews are coming out with anything artistic or real.
Yeah.
So you've seen Sinners,
Yes.
but me and Brandon haven't.
Yeah.
That's an independent movie.
Right, I know that. He's like what they're saying is like he's breaking all the rules right now as far as the industry goes.
No shit.
Right.
I know absolutely nothing about this.
He
film.
got a
I know some things.
well. I'm
but
not
haven't
even going to
seen the
talk about
movie.
anything that
Don't
happens
talk
in the
about
movie.
anything because
No.
we might go and see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we please?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
All right.
Oh yeah, because I could eat a movie popcorn.
So basically, he has a deal.
How come you can't just go into the movie theater and buy a movie popcorn?
I think you can.
Really? Don't tell me this.
You just have to say,
Don't
can
tell
I,
me
can
this.
I go buy popcorn?
Don't tell me
And
this.
they'll let you pass.
Really? Don't tell me
It probably
this.
happens all the time, all day.
And people probably just go right through. They buy popcorn. They probably go see a movie.
They might,
They might.
but I think you could go buy popcorn.
You
if they-
can.
you
I'm
know.
right by the Maya. I could grab that popcorn, whip back here before the popcorn's cold. With the extra butter and everything.
you could.
Because I got a movie theater in here. with
You
the
should
surround
be
sound.
able to because now you buy tickets at the concessions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I love movie popcorn. Anyway, sinners go to the movies. All of us, yes, you were saying.
So there's something in his contract, and this is like one of the main things they're talking about, is that after 25 years, the rights go back to the director.
Oh.
Like the film company owns it no longer, and everything goes back to the director.
Oh, 25 years ain't shit.
No, and I believe he's younger. He might be in his 30s.
Pretty long.
Yeah, no, think
he's
about
in
that,
his
youngsters.
30s.
25 years ain't
Yeah.
shit. I'll
So
do the time.
could you imagine? He's in his 30s, right? 25 years is basically retirement age, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden that reverts back to you at retirement age? Dude set.
Yeah.
And see, that's nothing about what's in the movie.
Is that why it's like that?
I think he's the first one to have that.
Smart.
So that's what they're saying is like he's breaking all the rules if we're talking about filmmakers and smaller films. Because this was a smaller film, I think, right? Budget-wise?
No, I think they had a pretty large budget.
Oh, really?
Really?
People were criticizing that not enough people went to see it, so it didn't make enough money within the first week.
Really?
So people were criticizing it, being like, well, they didn't make enough money yet.
As much hype as I've been seeing still today,
Well,
weeks
that-
after release.
Yeah.
That was after the first week
Okay.
of release. People were saying like it hasn't made its money back yet.
Yeah, see,
And
that
why
surprises
that's
me.
why people were criticizing it because most movies
Because of the
nowadays
budget.
So then it did have a bigger budget.
it did have a bigger budget.
See, that surprises me because of now all the hype that it's getting. I would have assumed that it's like the fucking #1 box office smash
well,
right
no,
now.
it's
I don't even
the
know. Yeah.
popularity has ramped up as people have been talking about it.
I saw, like I said, I saw Memento in the theater.
Oh, man.
I swear I saw it a year after it came out. Really? Like it was just, Berkeley had art house theaters.
Damn it.
It was still in that time when a movie would stay that
Cool.
long.
Fuck, man.
And I swear it was like about a year that it had been out, and that's when I saw it in the theater. Because I knew nothing about it. All of a sudden I got wind of it. Saw
Did I
it,
watch
you
it
know.
because of you? I might have watched it because
Probably.
of you.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then you had a film class. You had a film history class. And I went with you one day for the hell of it because I'm known to just go to other people's classrooms where I don't belong. And we basically watched Memento. And I think there's certain things about Memento that you didn't like or didn't agree with. Like that wouldn't happen or something like that. But I don't know.
time.
I don't remember. It was like 20 years ago.
That's when
More than that. 25 years ago or some shit.
He made me watch a Hitchcock film, Rearview Mirror. And
Yeah.
then we had to storyboard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's the first time I did like a comic.
Have you seen Rope?
No.
Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. At the very beginning of this movie, they basically give it away, like right from the jump. Like that's kind of what it's known for. These two guys, they're about to have a party, so they basically like I don't think it starts with them killing the person, but they have just killed somebody, and the party's going to start at their place, so they put him in a trunk, close the trunk, put a tablecloth over it, whatever. And so
God damn.
Rope is meant to take place in one shot, like a lot of The Studio, which fucking watch The Studio on Apple TV.
That's a
but
fun show.
it was meant to be one shot, but of course, since it was the 50s, I think it was made, the way they do one shot is they'll like go in on someone's back, change the film and then come back out, or a chair. I think they did one time. It's meant to be like that. So basically, you're watching what is supposed to be a stage play. You're watching it on screen, and there's basically, this whole time there's a dead body in this trunk in the middle of this party.
Sure.
And like what happens in that room
That's
or whatever.
fun as hell.
It's a great movie.
Wow. You know what?
It's great.
I don't know if we were talking about it on film or off, but you were talking about Reservoir Dogs. That's a fucking play.
Yeah, it is.
That's a play. Mm-hmm. You could watch Reservoir Dogs in one.
Yeah, we were telling Maceo about it, and you started talking about it, and you say it's about a jewel heist that you never see, but you do see parts of. You don't see them in the jewelry store at all, I don't think, but you see them running away. There's like a few street scenes in there, right?
Right.
And I told you, like, man, they even showed more of that than I would have wanted to see. I would have wanted it to be like really like, this is where we are. That's it. I'm not mad at it. I still love the movie. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You know.
No, I loved seeing Buscemi, Mr. Pink running.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of...
That was so awesome.
There's a lot of stuff in those scenes that means something, like him getting shot and like all of that stuff.
It just seems so authentic when he runs into that dude and he fucking cusses him out.
Yeah, that was probably an accident for him.
It was like an extra.
Yeah.
And Buscemi was pissed. Mm-hmm. It was great. Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs.
Quentin
Tarantino.
Any Tarantino film. I would say that I think Reservoir Dogs might be my favorite one.
Yeah.
Just because of what he did. So young. Holy fuck, man.
I could only put Quentin Tarantino movies, I could only put them into like categories. I can't rank them numbers wise, like this is my first favorite, this is my second favorite, this is my third favorite.
This fucking guy.
I can't do that, but I could put them in like, these are the top movies, these are the bottom movies, and these are the middle movies. But those top would be just a group of movies.
Interject.
What?
Bud on the phone. One doesn't compare Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, he's the Hattori Hanzo of films. But Reservoir Dogs was able to capture every fucking thing with zero props, zero...
Yeah.
CGI.
A couple of fake guns every once in a while.
Zero, right?
Yeah, zero CGI for sure. Shot on film.
He just had a badass soundtrack, and his words were fucking real.
It's all about his words.
It felt so goddamn real that you don't even see Homeboy's ear get cut off. And you swear to God.
Yeah,
you swear to
that's the
God you
thing.
saw his ear get cut off.
Yep. Like if you watch people coming out of the movie, like they'll say that about you watching him get his ear cut off.
Right.
The imagination.
Right.
There's sick place.
I don't think there's any violence actually caught on film in that movie, and you'll swear it's violent as shit.
I mean, there is like I said, you see him get shot. That's violence.
Do you?
But yeah, I think you do. I think you see Buscemi do the whole like thing, but also he does slash his face. And I guess you're on the camera's on the other side, so you don't see it happen, but you know what's happening.
Exactly my point.
Like, oh yeah, I guess that's
Even when someone gets shot, are you only seeing their face? You're not actually seeing the shot. You're just seeing their face.
That I don't remember.
I don't think we see any violence in that.
Man, his shirt was drenched.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like, and I don't mean in blood. There was a lot of blood, but it even looked like the rest of his shirt, the white part of his shirt still just seemed drenched, which I guess if you think you're dying, you might be sweating your ass off.
Yeah, you're done.
You know.
His body's like, it's like releasing everything.
Yeah.
You're going to be
just
okay.
Waiting to shit. He's holding it in, not dying so he doesn't let the shit out.
God. Yeah, that's a real thing that no one talks about. Yeah, when you die, you shit yourself.
No, that was Mr. White. After he tells him.
So there's a deep cut in that film, right? Do you know of The Bad Lieutenant?
Yeah. I didn't see it though.
Okay. In that film, he does the whole fucking thing, what Mr. White does at the end.
Oh, right? Really?
He does that in The Bad
That's right.
Lieutenant.
That's
where
what he
it's
does.
from. It was like a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's two movies. There's like, okay, I got it exactly. So in Pulp Fiction, there were two movies after Pulp Fiction that totally quoted Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Right? So Samuel L. Jackson was in a movie called The Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis, right?
It's a good
You
film.
seen that movie?
Yes.
It is a good movie, actually.
Gina
It doesn't
Davis.
get talked about at all, really,
Nope.
but The Long Kiss Goodnight, great film, right?
Great film.
So I think he might be playing guitar or he's just singing along to the radio. I can't remember. But he goes, "'Cause I'm a bad motherfucker," right? So like that, I took that as a callback to Pulp Fiction.
Fuck yeah.
Right? And then there was a,
Hey, get my wallet.
it might have been Die Hard with a Vengeance, even. Whatever Die Hard happened after Pulp Fiction, right? Bruce Willis, I think he's in an ambulance or something. Someone asked him, "What have you been doing?" Right? And he just goes, "Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo." Oh. Right?
Wow.
I mean, like,
That's the
clear
lyrics.
connections, but like I've never
That's the
heard anyone
lyrics
talk
on
about
the
it.
song playing in the car when he's going
That
back
he's
to get
singing
the
along
watch,
with.
right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So watch Pulp Fiction. And
don't-
then just for those two references, A Long Kiss Goodnight, and what the fuck is the other one I said? Shit, I'm so high. The whatever Die Hard happened after Pulp Fiction.
With a Vengeance, Die Hard with a
I think it
Vengeance?
was.
Where he had to wear the sign. Is that what
Yeah,
simple
the one
sign
that
is?
had Samuel L. Jackson in it
Yeah.
as well.
You're right. Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't the second one. It was the
I think
third
it was
one.
the fourth one. Even.
Fourth.
I think.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Or wait, whatever it was Die Hard with a Vengeance, was it
it was-
number 2?
No, the second one he's at the airport.
I
I mean, it might be with a the second one he's at the airport. There's no Samuel.
Okay. Die Hard movies. Okay. I'm not going to rank them just as a whole.
Okay.
Die Hard, to me,
Sure.
whatever if this is a generational thing or just a me thing, those movies to me are like above all of like they're films as compared to like Rambo or Predator, or not Predator because he was fighting aliens, but you know, like hostage type movie things. Maybe it's just a me thing. Like I love the Die Hard movies,
No, but I understand
but I like
what you're
Jurassic
saying.
Park.
Jurassic Park is dumb, but
Fuck
yes,
the new Jurassic Park.
I agree with you, young man.
I'm all in.
So
No, it
you
makes it look like an action movie.
agreed. You said Rambo, right?
Yeah,
Now,
I understand.
Rambo was when the franchise pivoted. Because if you watch First Blood, that movie's better than
Yeah, well, see,
fucking
like
Die Hard.
I know that I was doing something a little bit blasphemous because at that time Stallone was seen as like almost a Tarantino a little bit. You know, like he was basically writing,
Yeah.
acting in. I don't think did he direct them too? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but like he was kind of seen as that before it got schlocky, cheesy '80s. You know, shoot 'em up. You know,
Yeah.
so sorry for the blasphemy.
No, but like First Blood is it's a legitimate movie. It's so good a movie.
Yeah, he was
Right?
considered an auteur at that time.
Rambo's goofy as fuck. Right? And I think Rambo 4 is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's ruthless.
I mean, I've probably seen them all.
It's
I
the
had a
Dark Knight
Rambo
Return.
poster on my wall as a kid
Okay,
with
so
a machine gun.
my dad was a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Purple Heart. And he never talked about Vietnam ever. And while we were doing the VCR shit, remember?
Yeah.
Right? That's when that's when he saw First Blood.
Yeah.
And when he saw First Blood, it did something to him. And from that moment on, nonstop Vietnam.
Oh, I see.
Crazy.
So instead of it being not something that you hide or are ashamed of, but more something that you're like, this is an experience that I went to that was so torturous, no one needs to hear about it.
Right.
Basically, from that to like, okay, we're all in. This is something to be proud of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Interesting.
like that. And that's what sparked the whole, eventually ended up being on the Harleys with all the fucking
Yeah.
Vietnam vets driving
Hoorah.
around. Yeah, all that shit. Kind of, yeah.
All right.
Hoorah's Marine Corps. But
Was he not in the Marine Corps? He was in the Army?
he was in the Army.
I thought he was in the Marine Corps. So I messed up on purpose.
right. Well, my grandfather was in the Marine Corps. Yeah. My white grandfather was in the Marine Corps. My Filipino grandfather was in the Army. My father was in the Army. And in the 90s, I joined the Marine Corps, which was cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Hoorah is great.
Yeah,
Semper Fi.
it works. All that. Have you seen Rushmore?
Yeah, man. I saw Rushmore.
Semper Fi, brother.
I think my favorite one of Anderson's is that hotel one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was great. The Mont Blanc, what is it?
I can't even think about it. Like that's one that didn't appeal to me as much.
Wow. Yeah. And I recently saw the other one, the Astro City.
Oh, I think I only watched that with like a quarter of an eye. Like I barely watched that. I was probably
trippy
doing
one.
something else.
That's a trippy one.
I need to watch that. But like I came into Wes Anderson at Rushmore, Royal Tenenbaums, another one I saw in the theater 4 times. I loved the Royal Tenenbaums. Then, you know, Bottle Rocket was good. You watch if you've seen Pulp Fiction and you're like, I have to see everything. And then you watch Reservoir Dogs, Bottle Rocket is basically his Reservoir Dogs. If you think of Rushmore as the movie where like everyone knows Rushmore, but only the like elite crew at the time knew Bottle Rocket.
Never seen it.
You know,
I've never seen
it's good.
Bottle
It's got the
Rocket.
Owen Wilson, the Wilson brothers in it. Damn. So it's got Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, and Future Man Wilson. I believe that's what they call it. So they're in it like they're in, you know, we're in a lot of the early Wes Anderson movies. So Bottle Rocket was dope. Rushmore. Royal Tenenbaums I saw in the theater 4 times. And like I said, I have the giant poster of it and all of that shit.
Cool.
And but then like the Darjeeling Limited came out after that.
I'm sorry. That word again, please?
The Darjeeling Limited.
Okay.
And it's like, it was a lot, well, it took place on a train. So you are in like one spot mostly, although everything is moving behind you. But it just seemed like way slower than any of his other movies. So I wasn't that into it. And then there's, you know, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, which it's like, all right, it's okay. But then he did a movie called Moonrise Kingdom, which is like kids. And it's at a camp, like a summer camp. And it takes place, I want to say in the 70s. And that one, I loved that one. It was like, oh, this is the Wes Anderson I love.
Ah.
You know. But then, yeah, he's made a bunch more of that. What was that? Not claymation, stop motion movie he made?
Fox?
Yeah, but what was it? The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yeah.
Clooney voiced the Fox.
I saw that, but like I thought that was just okay.
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. I thought it was just okay.
What are we just talking about movies?
The one that I loved the most was The Isle of Dogs. Right?
Oh, yes.
That movie is badass.
That's Wes Anderson, also stop motion, right?
Yep. And the soundtrack is fantastic.
Was it Mark Mothersbaugh? Do you know?
Oh, God.
You know Mark Mothersbaugh? So Mark Mothersbaugh did a lot of his earlier movies. Like if you listen to the Royal Tenenbaum soundtrack and listen to the original music from Mark Mothersbaugh, it's dope as fuck. There's actually like one song that's like 6.5 minutes long or whatever. It's so good. But he was in Devo. You know, Whip It Good.
He was in Devo?
He was in Devo.
Crack That Whip Devo?
Yeah.
Break Your Mama's Back Devo.
Yeah. I can't get no satisfaction. Yeah, Devo.
So I
Can't give me no
always
satisfaction.
want to get one of those Devo hats.
Oh yeah,
But you
the
can't-
dome of energy or whatever the fuck they call it.
You can't just wear one. There has to be 4. And I don't have 3 people that would wear that shit with me.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 people right here. You need another one.
Right. For Devo.
Yep.
'Cause-
For diva,
For Devo. Because that is the coolest headgear. You know,
which would be the Mexican equivalent, right?
I do fancy a hat. I do like hats. And that's like the prize hat. Like that one.
Really?
Yeah, Mrs. Pelican got me the pink Batman last night. Right?
Oh yes.
In 1966, Batman show, the Mad Hatter.
Quick side, why is that not a woman? Why is it a pink Batman and not like a Batgirl? What?
Why does pink mean girl, huh?
Great question. Don't know. It was a gift I got last night.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, go ahead. It's a pink Batman.
In 1966.
I was just wondering what.
In 1966, there was a Batman show. And the Mad Hatter wanted to collect Batman's cowl. So he threw some fucking chemical on it and turned it pink. Thinking that Batman would be ashamed of a pink cowl and would take
Right.
it off. And Batman's like, I'm not bothered by it. And the whole rest of the episode, he has a fucking pink cow on.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome. My buddy Chuck makes a pink leather fucking cowl.
Oh, really?
And I swear to God.
That one's got to be
one day-
popular.
Dude, it's so expensive.
Would you like to show your new Pumas? I mean, you said pink. Pink? What's wrong with pink?
I got 4 new Pumas in the last week.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Suede
You were on the come up.
lavender.
Right.
Suede pink. A chocolate fancy leather
Uh-huh.
and an ivory leather with a split pea green soup interior while my stomach rumbles.
Yep.
And I fucking won. And my brother got me the Switch 2.
Right. The Switch Pro.
The Switch Pro. Correct. You got to toughen them up again, man. Hey,
Toughen up again.
toughen up again. And
Toughen up
fucking...
again.
Let me tell you what, I won. And then my birthday weekend finished with my show last night. Mm-hmm. And that was just a blast. I had so much
Yeah.
fun.
Good times.
It was the best of times. And you painted my painting
I did paint
of
this
me.
painting.
It was great.
Here it is again in this episode now.
Who cares, man?
I get it. I get it.
We're all going to see it over and over and over.
Like, subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
I do want to say, like, it's very difficult to find movies that take, you're talking about Sinners, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about it, but I saw The Green Knight. And The Green Knight is a fucking fantasy tale with giants and shit.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it.
I don't know it.
It's a fucking, it's an old-timey poem with King Arthur in it. And so they
Okay.
make a movie off the poem.
And it takes place in the olden times.
King Arthur times.
That's probably why I don't see it.
King Arthur has like Excalibur, he's the king.
Typically not interested in those movies.
Right. So it's a swords and sandals film, right?
Yeah.
So it was done not long ago. And so it's extremely interesting how they did it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
The Green Knight.
The Green Knight. It's dope.
When you say the Green Knight, I think of like the Green Lantern, but I think of Bruce Lee from the Green Lantern. Wait. Green Hornet.
Ooh!
See, like I'm throwing like you say Green Knight, and for some reason I think of Bruce Lee, but I also think of the
Cool.
Green Hornet,
Yeah.
which
Green Hornet's sidekick was Kato, Bruce Lee.
wait.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Right. Never mind. Forget it.
Too many greens.
Too many greens.
Well, no, there's
That's
not.
how we got here.
There's not enough greens, which is why there's only Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and Green Hornet.
And there's the Incredible Hulk,
Right. But sometimes
but he's actually green.
sometimes he's gray.
There's Loki.
Ooh, there is Loki, that trickster.
What about Loki? I'm so high. I don't
green.
even know what we're talking about. Oh, okay.
We're talking Marvel comics. Green.
Guardians is DC, yeah?
No.
Oh, well then there's a green bitch in that too.
Zamora. Yes. Thanos.
You're welcome.
Thanos' stepdaughter. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna lose that movie franchise endorsement.
Toughen up again, man.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, there's a green bitch in that one.
What about
So-
Star Wars? Yoda's green. No, different movies.
But okay, so like in Reservoir Dogs,
616.
when they're casing the joint
Yeah.
and they're just in the car and they're just
Yeah.
talking it up, right?
Yeah.
That kind of talk, you can't have that kind of talk anymore. But we all
Right.
still do. And we live in this weird, like we're seeing what happens when you childproof the world. And it fucking sucks, man. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Over this dumbass bullshit.
Damn, bro.
I know. Slightly aggressive. Right there at the end. I just like how we can talk like this, right?
Yeah.
But it's a special fucking thing. The way we talk.
Yeah. I mean, we're actually talking probably because of this show, we might be going into stuff deeper than we just would on regular conversation level. Because we know maybe there's 3 people watching this. So, like it's like we go further.
There could be 7 people. because a couple of people have told me.
It's only 3 people. It's just us.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
3 of
us.
us. We're
No.
subscribed to our channel.
I've heard some Gen Xers telling me it's refreshing.
Get used to it.
It's refreshing to hear us talk because everyone's afraid to
Oh
talk.
yeah, that's right. You guys
Yeah.
are fucking funny. Is the comment I read today.
Really?
Yeah. Look, he doesn't look at anything because he watches it on his TV, so he doesn't see comments or likes or anything.
No. Well, okay, so here's
So
the problem.
I'm the one responding to shit.
I like to have a connection with people, right? And so last night, I'm talking with Emmy, and she was like, "Man, I really love that episode that just came out."
Yeah.
And she was talking with me about it, and for the life of me, I could not. I'm like, I've seen 3 episodes since then,
Yeah.
and they're like all in. We're so far ahead.
Yeah, because I keep sending you stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Here's another episode uploaded.
And I love them because your editing cracks me up. I never know how it's going to end.
Because like realistically, if we're gonna change things up a little bit about the way they drop, but like we at home right now, I'm editing episode 30 and 31.
No shit.
So the episode that he's talking about that just came out is entitled We're Sorry, which is like 16, I think. So like we have so much stuff that like I'm editing and sending you stuff,
Right.
and then we're posting it for like we'll release this later. Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, I send you stuff all the time. Like here's another episode.
Well, so that's what's funny. I'm warped because
Yeah.
I see the progression of the show, and I'm like, oh man, it gets better and better and better and better and better and
So-
better. And people are telling me they like it now, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh it gets so much more better than that.
So it's funny because like last night, Emmy was like, I was talking to Emmy, and I was kind of like saying stuff from the show because it's like, I mean, we're talking, this is who I am, this is who you are. So we'll repeat stuff. Like I'm telling her something that we talked about on the show, and it's like, it felt like weirdly meta. And like, I'm like, I don't know, because you said you've watched episodes here and there, you don't know what episode just came out.
Right.
My mind is warped because I'm like, I don't know what episodes have come out and what episodes people haven't seen yet. Like what have they seen that we've talked about?
How many do you have that you haven't even edited yet?
They're only like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I have
Really?
I have one right now that's probably going to be split up into 2.
Okay.
And then the one we did earlier today, obviously.
Well, I love.
I'm trying to catch up, but I'm going to be out of town again this weekend.
Woo! What are you doing this weekend?
I have a gig.
What kind
2
of gig?
gigs. We're doing another duo gig, and we're going with Mariah Avila. Me and Andre Cruz. Andre Cruz and Chris Lujan in duo form.
Sadly, this will come out after the gigs.
Yeah.
So this is all pointless.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, it's not pointless because anytime someone sees us, they
Look,
don't
I'm
know
working.
who we are, right? And you're a badass fucking
Yeah.
musician.
So by the time you see this, I will have played in King City and Gilroy.
Tight.
That's where I'm going. So two dates, Friday and Saturday.
But yeah, we are like months ahead of when it will get released,
Yeah.
which just shows how great our work ethic is, man.
I think we only missed 1 week. Like you were sick, I think, and we missed 1 week. I think that's it.
You were sick.
I was sick. Did we miss 2 weeks? One when you were sick and one when I was sick? Anyways, you
These
can
are
see we
some
got plenty
sick
in the bank.
motherfuckers.
And this, remember, he was like, no, we need to record like 20 before we release one of them. and I was like, we're never going to get there.
Got there fast.
We did, but we started releasing them when I think we had 7. I think we had 7, and it was
Well,
like,
we said
fucking
that
let's
the hard
go.
date was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's right. And then I had to make him stick to it. But you never said, let's change it, I want to record more. You were just like, well, that's the date we said, that's it. You know?
We did it.
Yep,
Yeah,
we did it.
that's right.
Does this warrant another high five?
Yeah.
What? That's not even from... I wasn't even here when you did the first one.
Right. Well,
welcome.
we about an hour ago we caught some crazy magic.
Yeah, that felt really good.
Yeah, we never know.
But you pumping it up at the end, like, dude, that probably is, I'm skewed. Yeah, it was good.
That was real pump up though.
Yeah,
I got really juiced off that.
you did.
Well, I like.
I think it's on here, you pumping your fists in the air.
I'm a wordsmith.
Jumping off
man.
your stool.
And I like, you came up with a word better than Stepalopoulos. Like, what the fuck? No way.
Toughen up again.
Yeah.
Toughen up again.
Love that.
He wants to tow that on a banner behind an airplane.
I do.
The IAMs, colon.
Ambassadors
of Gen X, colon.
Uh-huh.
Toughen up again.
That's right.
You're gonna have to edit it back for that episode.
Right.
Oh, no.
No, this is...
I said, get used to it. Because
Right.
this is the stand that he's taking. This is going to be us moving forward.
Correct.
We're going to touch on this a lot.
Right. Right. Who do you think you are? I am. What does that even mean? We're the ambassadors of Gen X. Right? Our motto? Toughen up again. Yeah.
I am.
Everyone's acting like a fucking pussy, man. I can't even say that. Why can't I? That's retarded. You can't even say
It's funny. Now that he's here, part of me is like, oh man, you're saying this in front of Maceo. But then we just had the whole conversation of like, fuck it, we're going to say what we want.
Why?
But I have no idea.
Right.
Because of his generation
Right.
taking offense to all of that.
Right. And that...
Even though he's not taking offense. He's like, be
But-
yourselves.
Well, because he's
gentlemen.
an old soul, but his generation, right?
Yeah.
Is just like what I was talking about, the anal retentive fucking 80s trying to make a film there. You had to fit within these fucking confines to make these films, and they're great, right? But Quentin Tarantino was like, why? Fuck that. And in the 90s, he just started dropping N-words and all kinds of shit. You can't do that. Why not? They became the best movies ever made.
So you just made me think of a movie that I'm probably sure you haven't seen.
Okay.
Have you seen Mid-90s?
No.
Mid-90s is written and I believe it's also directed by Jonah Hill.
I said no like Keanu. No.
Mid-90s is written and directed. I'm going with that.
Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill.
I'm all in.
Like, comedian, Seth Rogen buddy, comedian friend, Jonah Hill. Wolf of Wall Street, Jonah Hill.
Man, I used to fucking hate Seth Rogen. He's really won me over. Dude.
I've always loved Seth Rogen.
Fucking hate that motherfucker. But he won me over.
Good. So it's called Mid-90s.
Yeah.
And it takes place in the 90s. And it's skater kids.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
It's very... I want to say... I don't know how to describe the look other than like very independent film looking. I don't know how to describe it,
Okay.
It's very like
shaky handheld cam?
shaky handheld and maybe like low budget. Not that low budget has a look, but like, it's definitely like film grainy. He must have shot it on film.
Try My Magnificent
No,
Machine?
I got high just enough.
Okay.
But yeah, it's skater kids. It's this kid falling
When was it made?
in with a skater crew. It might be 10 years old. Maceo, mid-90s? Give us a year on that. And tell us if it's...
For what?
Mid-90s. It's a movie. Or type in Jonah Hill. I want to see, did he direct it also?
Wow.
Dude, there's a whole scene that's cut to Herbie Hancock's, I believe, Watermelon Man.
Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop.
Boom. Like a whole scene cut to that. And it's so good.
Oh, that's
2018.
cool. Wow.
Yeah, so not even 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Jonah Hill director.
7 years ago.
And writer.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow that in your face.
Yes.
Yeah, see, written and directed by Jonah Hill.
Dope.
Perfect soundtrack. And then, like I said, it's like skater punks. So it's like right up my alley again, just like Grommets. What's that? Comic books?